Hello everyone, welcome to Craft Our Paper Stash Cards. This is a collab that Stamp Girl and I do every month on the 15th, and usually one or two other people play along as well. So our process is to do approximately five cards, and we're supposed to be using our paper stash, but I just took off the word paper and said craft our stash this time because I have had two things sitting here that I have wanted to use to do some alternates, and I never did, and that was the October and November paper pumpkin kits. They go together. October's was Winter Woods and November's was Winter Gifts, which was meant to be tags. So without further ado, I made five cards, and let me show you what they are. Here's the first one. This card base was from the October kit. I can't remember if this was from the October or November. This is from the November. The bird is from October, and then this stamp was part of the November one stamp set, which look like this, and it's this little bunch of snowflakes here, which I used Versamark and Shimmer White Stampin' Emboss powder from the annual catalog to heat emboss those. And then this is also from the October. It had the birch trees attached, and I just detached them and used only the snow to put the deer on, and I think that came out very pretty. Oh, and I heat embossed piece, and the piece is from the November also. And inside I used a stamp from the October, and I just stamped in on the, actually what I did is I cut this card base from October in two pieces, one for the front and one for the inside, and I stamped that in shaded spruce, and the background card is shaded spruce as well. So I thought that was kind of pretty. And the heat embossing on the word I again did with Shimmer White. Okay, so that's card number one. Card number two, I went with the sled from the November kit, and I'm pretty sure these snowflakes and the holly is too. Now the holly, this is on Real Red and Whisper White. The holly, I stamped the green from my stamp pad in shaded spruce, but I used my Stampin' Right marker to do the berries because I was going to use the shaded spruce marker, but one of the leaves didn't want to take the color for some reason. One of the leaves wouldn't keep the color on it, but it did with the dye ink pad, so that was a little weird. But I had trouble. I had to wipe the green off the berries before I could put the red on. And then these are from the Twal Tidings Christmas. They're the glittery enamel dots in Real Red. And then of course 3 of the snowflakes and the sled from this season. Oh, it's supposed to go like this. I'm holding it wrong. Duh. The Season's Greetings is from the October kit, and then this is one of the flags that was this color, and I just turned it upside down and stamped the Season's Greetings on it. And inside I used that same sentiment but in Real Red, wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So those are my first two. The third one, I used the Swirls and Curls embossing folder in the annual catalog. I spritzed it with Shimmer Frost White mixed with alcohol. I cut one of the trees off, one that I had cut off of here. I just put a single tree over here, and then actually this is a piece also of that shimmery paper, but it's from along the edge of the trees, and I just cut it in a downward slope because it kind of went down on its own. I put this tree out of the November kit on. I cut off the little loop that was on the top, and I did take my Wink of Stella brush, and I first I shook this up real good, and I just took and dabbed it in the lid, and there's some little dots on the embossing folder, so I put shimmer white on them, but then I just took and tapped off some more and got some little white specks all over. And then I also took it and did the white areas of the tree, which were already on there as white, and I just shimmered them up. And then the Merry Christmas actually comes out of the Perfectly Plaid. So I just rounded one corner here, and I wanted it to be flat up against here, but I didn't want it to overlap the tree. So that is what I did on that one. And inside I used a piece of Pool Party to go with the Pool Party here. And then I just used that same snowflake stamp I showed you earlier from the November kit and stamped it in Pool Party across the top. I didn't put any other sentiment in. So that is card number 3. Card number 4, I used the Pool Party base again, but I used the snowflakes both from the November as well as the big one here from October, and I stamped them in Versamark. I used my embossing buddy, stamped in Versamark, and heat embossed them again with the shimmer white Stampin' Emboss powder. This tag is out of the November kit. I punched a 1.5 inch. Oh no, I'm sorry. I think this is a red circle that came in one of the kits turned upside down. I glued the medium-sized snowflake that came in November's kit onto the white circle. And this, I think, actually was from the October kit. And I used the Season's Greetings from October. And again, heat embossed it. So I think that came out pretty and shimmery. And this is the tulle ribbon. I had put that through. I decided to glue this down. I glued this down, but this is bumped up on dimensionals. And inside, I just took another little piece of wood grain that was in one of the kits and stamped the snowflakes again in Pool Party, but just top and bottom, and no additional sentiment on that one. And the last one, I went back to red. I decided to use the Winter Knit 3D embossing folder, which is retiring. So if you'd like that, yeah, you should. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Little bit there, here. Anyway, and then I had these 2 strips. I don't think they were the same as this one because they're not as wide. I think they were cut off from like a piece around something. There were 2 of them, and I put them down the middle. This circle with the wood grain is actually a tag out of the November kit, and the wood grain center punches out almost perfectly with the 2 1/4 inch circle punch. Then this Whisper White I stamped on with Early Espresso, same sentiment from the October kit, and that is using the Starburst punch. And I did take some of the greenery from one of the kits, and some of them are sticking, they're between the 2 circles, and some are glued down onto the background. The white is glued onto the wood. It's bumped up on dimensionals. The little cardinal from the October kit is just put on with a glue dot. And the deer from November is on. And I thought that was cute. And the only thing I did inside was just put a little cardinal. I really was having trouble figuring out. I might go back and put a smaller piece of red and white on there just to make it thicker. But it is on thick Whisper White. So those are my... Oh, and I sprinkled that with the tap, tap, tap thing also. And another one of the enamel dot, Toile Tidings enamel dots, glitter enamel dots in real red. So yeah, only thing I should have sprinkled this before I put this on, because I got some of the frost white on here as well. but it's okay. It looks alright. It didn't really cover up the words too much. A little bit on the Y there, but not too bad. So those are my 5 cards for this month using the October and November paper pumpkin kits. This one goes like this too. So let's put these here and this here. Yeah, let me know down below if you like them and which is your favorite if you do. And I'm sure I'll be talking to you again before Christmas. So if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and yours. And just happy holidays, whatever holiday you celebrate. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.